Yes, ready.
Okay. All right. You want to lead us off, Lynn?
Yeah, so today for the podcast, we have a special guest that has so reluctantly decided to join us today. I mean, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Harold. I'm a niche internet micro celebrity who moonlight as a hentai artist, allegedly.
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 Well, okay, so Howard, tell us about what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Harold.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and tell us what you do, Howard.
So, I mean, the main thing is basically just chicks in mid-era GWOT stuff, essentially with guns.
Okay, pretty tight.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good so far.
You know, just started.
Where can people find your stuff?
You can go on Instagram for the most part. That's where I probably post the most. And I mean Twitter to watch me argue with random people. And
Okay,
kind of hire me, ArtStation probably. No one really goes on there anyways, but yeah.
So actually, I kind of wanted to like ask you about this, but this is like more of a super obvious one, but it's also like not obvious in that why did you choose Migranzxxl for your tagline, I guess?
So I started this account I think junior year of high school. That was like the last days of me being a decent student, and so this was me right after doing swim team, which had fucking 5 a.m. practice, and me also being the fucking retard, just decided to go to sleep at like 12 every day. So I get like 5 hours of sleep with like 2 hours swim practice in the morning. And I started getting really bad migraines. But yeah,
that's why you decided to name the account. Oh man,
like hurting like crazy every day. Yeah, because I was just like fucking dying, and I napped for like the first 2 periods of class every day. For, like,
I love that it has nothing to do with your art.
No, absolutely nothing.
Oh man, that's amazing. All right, so here, stop looking at our Instagram page.
I'm looking at his. It's fine.
Oh no, I know, but like his stream is like looking at ours. I want to see some of his stuff. But
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess if I show more posts, it's not gonna make me sign it, as I know it's not. Oh, it is. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, show us your password.
So what got you into this? I guess what got you into art, and also why the topic?
So I actually didn't originally start here. I started before this account in like freshman year of high school. I had an anime fan art account with like 6K followers, and which then I was all about that, but then I got super burnt out just drawing anime chicks, and also because that messed up my anatomy so much that I because that's what I started copying, so I just could not draw anything else. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just call it quits. So that's where I actually started drawing.
Wait, so like, what were you posting on another Instagram account, or was it like a different? Okay, all right, I got
it was another Instagram account by the name of ANC_HZ.
Is it still up?
Was no, it was gone like a long time ago, but
okay.
Yeah, every once in a while you can like hold on. You might be able to find like some like reposts of my art. Like there.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
This is from me in 9th grade when I was like
yo, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean,
Violet Evergarden. Oh god, you were in 9th grade when it came out. Holy shit! I feel so old now. Holy shit!
Dude, you're about to dox him. Okay.
He's doxing himself.
So I mean, like, okay, but like, dude, so how do you acquire the skills to like get the level of detail that you're putting into a lot of your art? Because like that's like one of the main things that I've noticed people say about your art is that like it's just like the insane amount of detail you're putting into it. It's just incredible. So it's like, what's your process on that?
I think it's just it's part autism and also just me partly starting out of spite because like everything in like with anime, you know how like you have to like simplify everything so you can actually animate it.
Yeah.
And like same with manga, how like a lot of them are just are trying to make deadlines, which is completely understandable, and the art's still amazing, but it's like really simplified. So like me flipping through all that stuff, I've always been like, damn, what if I like just like had as much time, like threw in all the time that I had while like sticking to that style. Like that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know if you're familiar with like Vagabond, that manga by the yeah, so like that guy, his stuff is insane. So his manga actually operated on like the monthly cycles later. And with like a team of assistants, he just went like hard in the paint with details. So that's kind of been like, I guess the mode of inspiration for me starting. So
Yeah, I
I've
can
always
definitely see
tried to
it.
get to that
I
level.
can definitely see
That's cool.
Yeah. Him and the Death Note guy, as well as Akira.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if you've seen Ajin. The
Oh,
Netflix,
I was
the
gonna
Netflix
say.
anime was abysmal, but the
Yeah,
manga
I
was
was gonna
really
say
good.
yeah. It's very Ajin or Gate if you read that manga as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very very similar, which they're pretty interesting. They're good to check out. Ajin kind of went really crazy near the end. I think like something to do with the writer and the artist quitting or
Yeah.
something, and then but
I like
it's-
how he just started naming his chapter titles after video games.
did he? I never noticed.
Yeah. There was one where it was literally called Battlefield Bad Company.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, he was pretty unhinged.
That's
Jeez.
funny. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that manga is actually like because Battle Secretary, man, he introduced me to that manga, and that basically kick-started I think what my current art style is. Because like at the time I was like just like not really sure what to do with it because this was just after I started working on the the only chapter of Rat City Blues thing that I was working on. And after he sent me that, I was like looking at it, and that kind of just gave me the idea of like.
Wait, don't you mean she? Isn't the author of Battle Secretary a
Oh
girl?
yeah, no, my bad, dude.
Yeah,
she's
I think her name is like Kelly or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like this
but,
is an inside joke
bad.
that I'm
That was
not
my
that I'm not part of.
Dude, she's a real girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a real girl on the internet.
Like that chick that does on YouTube that does crossplay. I guess cosplay. Yeah.
It's just cosplay.
It's just
not
cosplay. Yeah. Like,
yeah. Wait, so then did you like I guess collaborate with Battle Secretary, or like what's your involvement with them?
So I did like the inking part for chapter 3.
Okay, very cool.
And yeah, and outside of that, he's kind of been my mentor in terms of like directions and like just me getting my shit together with a lot of different things.
Yeah, that's tight. Okay.
Yeah.
I like to see the collaboration. That's awesome.
Yep.
Wait, so then you kind of cuz like before I think you were just doing like I guess independent art pieces and stuff. Did you are you doing something with Rat City Blues, or like what's the deal with I guess like is it going to be like a manga, or like what are you like working on, like a story or something?
Yeah, so it started out with plans to be a manga, and when I first started, I knew absolutely nothing, like borderline nothing about like gear.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it just because at the time I got into talk with like a Force Recon and Marshot guy who kind of just told me about his stories, and I was kind of working on something similar. So,
Okay.
so that's where I started. And the first chapter right now is about Force Recon dudes in like the mid 2000s timeline.
Do you have some art that you can show us from Rat City Blues?
Yeah. I'd say the only chapter out right now, it's more of an experiment of what I could do more than anything. So, guess you can just flip through it.
Oh, that's
Speaking of which, you can literally see the fucking auto correct thing right here. Because I typed this shit up on Google Docs and screenshotted this picture and uploaded it on here.
Hey,
There's a couple titles in here too.
if you need someone to write it, you could just chat GPT it.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
true.
look, man, listen, this was like 2020. That wasn't a thing yet.
That's
Yo,
funny.
Yeah.
this is
This is
cool, man.
This is
Yeah.
like storyboarding. This is like behind the scenes whenever you see like
Yeah.
scripts.
Mogadishu or some shit.
Whoa,
Whoa, the
is that
drugs.
You gotta
Whoa,
censor
drug
that.
content.
right.
Whoa.
That's
Whoa,
right, bro.
we're
Whoa.
gonna get
Whoa.
demonetized.
Whoa.
Demonetized.
No, this is Seattle, actually. My bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is Chad. So Seattle, circa like
Yeah.
what,
The
like
truth hurts. The truth hurts. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That gear, man. Damn.
you gotta have the
So-
crotch armor.
Yep. I want to know
Dude,
whole
like
entire-
early GWOT just it hits so hard, man. It just hits different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other reason I fell into this look is because of the Modern Warfare 2 Shadow Company and Praying Mantis. You know how like they were in like the Sirius plate carriers, the Eagle Industry ones.
You're talking about the original Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah.
right? Like the
Yeah, the
2009
original one.
one.
Yeah, not the shitty one. But yeah, the
Yeah.
original one when they had like the Sirius plate carriers just loaded with like every single thing off the Eagle Industry catalog, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the Eagle. I like the Eagle Industry stuff.
Yeah. The SFLCS system just hits different. that entire is that a system?
Which one?
You know the SFLCS, is that a program or a system? Where you know like it includes like the Cirrus, the RBAB, the MBABs, like the RRVs, all that stuff.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
I just know it's like their line of like mid GWOT tan khaki stuff. But yeah.
Damn. Those
Yeah, that's-
M4s are making me feel something.
But
You gotta
yeah,
have, you gotta have mixed match. You gotta have mixed match camo
Wait,
too. Or
Is
early
the, are
GWOT.
their helmet covers ACU?
Yeah.
no,
I
this
didn't know.
is supposed to be Marpat, but
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
All right.
So this was when they were in Cirrus Marpat helmet covers and
Yeah.
the flight suits, the tan
Nice.
flight suits.
Nice.
Yeah. And God, this looks so fucking
Ooh.
bad now that I'm looking at it.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
no,
Look at the-
honestly,
Look at the artist.
I know.
No,
Honestly, though, like it's
Howard,
so
your,
good
your,
though.
Your
like,
artist is
yeah.
showing.
Yeah.
Just flex on the no arts, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just dying right now looking at this. Well, because like in between this,
It's
I
okay.
just learned so much about gear. Because like
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
drawing this, I had my the DDM4 with the Hollow Sun and Streamlight on there, and the only thing I had for gear was the you know those like black Amazon vests that has like the fucking quick release handle at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I had. And I
Wow.
had like these, I found these cheap 3 inserts and just shoved it in there.
Dude, like that's the I mean, you know, you always joke about like getting stuff for reference, but it's like, man, it really shows like when you're like using the props and stuff that you have and like the gear and stuff, it's like it's pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Oh
Thank
yeah, you can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Especially because it is funny though, because it's like you can see where like, especially in manga, when like they don't have real like references, and you can tell like it's like, did they just copy an airsoft? Like the dimensions
Yeah,
are slightly
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can tell where it's like there's a gas port on that magazine.
on the receiver it says
Yeah.
like, you know, joules.
but you can tell when it's like they don't have like the actual thing. Like they get really close
Yeah.
still, but they don't have the actual thing too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this comically large 5.56 brassing compared to.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I mean, it looks a little thick, but otherwise it's
Yeah.
pretty good. I think.
It's okay,
I mean,
it's doing the
yeah.
blackout.
Like when you look, I mean, when you look at the casing, like sizing compared to the magazine, it's like, it's pretty close. I'd say that's not far off.
Well, it wouldn't be necked if it's 300 blackout, right?
Dude, he even got the third hole position right. ATF has entered the chat.
Yeah, ATF is gonna get you.
Funny thing about so when I drew this original panel, I sent it to like a Marine buddy, and he's like, "Where's the third hole?" I'm like, "What's third hole?"
That's so funny.
I didn't know that's what fucking made ARs full auto, and he had to like explain to me that.
Yeah. That's so funny. I mean, but that would be like, the difference in terms of like what we were just talking about. Like if you have like only airsoft, or if you had like, like whatever
Only
you were
pictures,
using to like
right?
model
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. That's
You had to guess, and a lot of like, not even like a lot of video games and a lot of manga and movies and anime all do that too. Like, they just use airsoft or props that are just close, but upon
Oh, this is the autism. Look at that marking right there.
Oh
my
yeah.
god, that is some autism right there.
And what's the A? What's the A stand for again? Is it Alf Coa or something?
Isn't that where it's produced? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I forgot. I used to know like some of those forging names, but like that's really good detail. Like
and also this was before I actually looked through an actual ACOG, so I drew it like he's looking through a red dot right now.
Yeah, he's so far away from that ACOG.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all black.
No. See, he's just looking around it. He's looking through it. He's not looking at it.
Yeah.
Hey, been an aiming concept. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I mean, if he was really using the ACOG, his stock would be fully forward.
The charging.
Oh, yo, the surefire grip with the light. Woo! Smoking.
I'm just distracted. I'm not even talking. I'm just looking at the art at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny story. I had to ink these bricks by hand for each one, and that fucking killed me.
Jeez.
Gross.
And that was like a running
that's-
joke with like my friend who was like, "He's just watching me dying inking the bricks for this."
You just never see brick walls ever
So
again.
is this like is this released? Is it a published? Like what it is, I guess.
It's free to read online at RadCityBlues.the comic series. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I mean, the whole thing takes place over like a minute and a half. It's about 60 pages, but it's about like a firefight that's taking place in that like a really short duration.
That's cool.
And it's supposed to like, and like the whole thing, even like now, because I'm working on a anthology series that I haven't really talked about ever much, but so
world
like the whole,
exclusive.
yep, exclusive.
Damn.
So the whole like goal was to make the gunfight not look cool, like take away, I guess, the mystique of like looking cool from it. At least that was my goal of like doing this as an experiment, and I was hoping that it worked. I don't know. I guess you have to like ask the readers, but that's kind of been
What you don't
I guess
want
what
it
I
to look
aim-
cool? That's what
Yeah.
you said?
Well, yeah, like basically it's like it's not like an action movie where
you're trying not to
like-
glorify the fight
Yeah.
itself.
like, I wanted to look messy, basically.
the art looks cool, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I kind of feel it. I mean, like the visceralness of like, I mean, that I feel like that's something that's difficult to translate is that like, people getting injured and like, struggling through like a firefight versus it just being like, yeah, the good guys just smashed the bad dudes and that was it. It's like, no, like there's like casualties on both sides and just like
I think the close up and a lot of the implied action like really sells it because you don't see the actual action. Right, like you only you only see like action and then reaction, but you don't see there's like you see the before and after. You don't see the middle. You never see somebody in frame like get shot, like other than like one where you saw the guys pointing guns at each other, but you never like get a macro. So I think like the close ups really does like sell the and really helps the grittiness.
So do you have plans to further Rat City Blues basically?
Potentially, like I have a couple chapters worth of story written, but I'm just not ready to revisit it largely because I think in between this, like my perception and like knowledge of like the subject matter and just everything around it has like grown so much that I need to like completely sit back and like rethink about how to tackle it again.
Damn, he's blossomed into an SME.
Subject matter
enjoyer.
Exactly. But the other side was that I also just like after going through this one, I kind of came to the I guess conclusion, at least for myself, is that I want there to be still a level of suspension of disbelief, if that makes sense, for comics and anime. Because like if it's just completely realistic, it's well, I don't want to say it's like worthless, but I'm not. That means if it's completely realistic, I'm not really using the medium, I guess, to its potential. If that makes sense.
Fine, I can understand that.
At least that's my cope at the moment.
Your cope.
Yeah.
I kind of understand. I can respect that.
So Rat City Blues is like, gritty war, like, that kind of stuff. So then where does the, like, because you have a lot of drawings with like chicks in, GWOT gear and stuff. Like, where is that coming in? Is that just standalone work, or is that going to be like, a series on its own or something? Like, what's the thought behind that?
Yeah, so this is actually an like a episode, I guess you can call it, in the anthology that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Where it follows this chick through like a fictional, I guess, military career. Mm-hmm. And you're only seeing it through pictures like this one. So it's like deployment pictures, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to like be like a play on, how like nowadays when like at least for people who haven't, like, not non-veterans and people who haven't been to war, like the way we perceive this kind of stuff on Instagram and social media is literally just looking at people who's done that job, like posting pictures of them standing around in kit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we perceive it. And I was hoping I can use like this I guess form of communication to like tell a story.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess like my question though is like, where do the like sailor girls outfits come into play?
Oh, okay.
See, there's a comment that says, "Is this heaven?"
Oh yeah. So this started because I don't know if y'all remember like the old Japanese TV show with the chick and the yo-yo, who like those old school Japanese TV shows. Where like there's that one chick with like a fucking grease gun too.
I actually don't know what
I
this
feel
is.
like I would recognize it, but it's not coming to mind.
All right, I'll have to find a picture later because I do not know what it's called. But yeah, that's been a core memory.
You don't have to justify. Okay, it's look, girls with guns. It's just an anime thing. All right.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing deeper about this. Made with guns, it's literally like just a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like I'm more talking from the way that he's describing the how the story goes, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, but it looks great though. I mean, like honestly, the art's great, and it's like, dude, the Deadeye.
Yeah, dude, that's what it's all about, bro. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, where are the goth chicks at?
They gotta all look dead inside, and they all look like they fucking hate you.
Yes. Especially like the one that you had before with her pointing the pistol at you.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oof.
Dude, I worked so hard on nailing that borderline unhinged look.
Yeah. It's like Deadeye, but also like I'm gonna kill you. Like it's just perfect, dude. It's so good.
Yeah, and I guess this is also supposed to be like a you can call it an artistic reaction to the girls frontline stuff, which I fervently dislike.
What?
You can quote me on that. I stand by it.
We can't be friends anymore.
Did she turn off her contour cam before she is about to do war crimes?
No, there's just straight up no batteries inside. That's all it's about. Same reason why I have mine on my helmet too.
Yeah. For reference, of course.
Dude, I haven't charged my contour since like last December
Really? Damn.
when it died in like Seattle. Like, yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah.
Man, that shit looks so good. Just
Thank you.
detailing on it.
But,
Just like,
yeah.
I mean, the background too is just so intricate. It's like,
Yeah,
did you hand draw all of that?
so parts of it, like so there's this. I mean, I'm in North Carolina, so like, thank goodness for all the fucking trees here that I can look at all day. So there's like a trail next to my house. Damn, I just doxed myself.
Oh my god! If you're like listening closely enough, you can find like where he is.
Yeah.
Like Reddit is gonna find you, or like 4chan's just gonna like find you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine as long as they don't know the flight paths, over your head, over your house. Like you'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he shows us some like art that he drew of like some planes flying overhead.
Yeah. or some rocks in the background. They're like, well, judging by these flight paths this time of day, and this rock over here, and then from the lighting, I can tell the sun is currently at this position. So now we know the time. All right, we know where he's at. We got him, boys.
And the vibration of his voice bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hear someone honking horns in the background in your house, that means someone is trying to triangulate you. So
Yeah.
you've been warned.
Jeez. But yeah, you're talking about the art on the trees and stuff and the
Yeah,
background.
I basically just go there and take a bunch of pictures and like essentially deep fry the shit out of them. And then make it black and white, so it's like really like if I zoom into
Yeah, I was like, you didn't draw that, did you? It looks too real. Like,
I did essentially draw over a bunch of them.
I see the
line.
ink, but I'm like the detail is like immaculate. Just like if you did all the design by hand, I'd be like, holy shit. I mean, it's still amazing. You gotta like have worked on reference, right?
So like this part. So yeah, and you can kind of see how that looked, like how that turned out after I deep fried it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I actually learned this from a couple of manga artists who apparently it's a standard practice with like manga people to like do that, which like works really well when you do it. I guess when you like incorporate it into the style.
Yeah, I mean the art style matters, right? Because it's like I feel like a lot of manga just don't even do backgrounds anymore.
Yeah.
Did you do this? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just honestly understandable because like not everyone have like access to unpaid interns with back pain, but
so detailed. Did you do this? Do you do the same thing like for there's like a print that you gave me a while back that has the girl looking over her shoulder with like the full sleeve tattoo?
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, can you pull that one? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Dude, like that, I mean, that is one of the sickest art pieces I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so, this is also true.
So you just like drew her and like basically deep fry the background, ink a little bit of the details, and then you insert her on top, basically.
Yeah, no. So I kind of drew her, and then I kind of already kind of designed what I want the foliage to be. Mm-hmm. And so I have to mix and match the pictures to put it in where they at.
Okay.
Yeah. But essentially, I draw her, and then like the bits of hand-drawn foliage, like right here, and then just fill in the rest by cutting and pasting. It's like collage, basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's funny how many people got like genuinely kind of pissy because of the heretic tattoo thing.
Wait, why? So actually, I don't know what that means. So
this is like a Warhammer thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I was like, where? I was like, why is that so familiar? But
some people got like genuinely upset about that for some reason.
Wait, I'm missing the context. So like, what's the reason why they would be upset at it?
I mean, I'm not too deep in the Warhammer lore. I just kind of know the general like factions. And this is like from the heretics, and people are just like kind of not. I don't know.
They're just
Yeah.
Okay, just autism, basically.
It came from Twitter, so I guess if that explained things.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
They're just virgin inquisitors.
Wow.
Damn.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got the weirdest thing ones right here. Just
Nice. Wait, so then this is more modern then? You're drawing like Spiritus gear into it. Like, I mean, they haven't been around for that long, so.
I mean, he's got panos, so like some of them definitely are dated, more modern.
Yeah.
I mean, this piece is more of like just me wanting to experiment with like the background because this is the first time I actually used it last year.
Ah.
Yeah. So before that, it was kind of like this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little armory.
Yeah.
Actually, though.
It's basically just better little armory art.
And then we check out Howard's place, and he's got all the little armory dolls. I actually really do like that you have what is it, like a 2B with 416. It's like it's like pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, so I was like looking at like figures and stuff, and I figured out you can actually I guess essentially build them by buying like the figure and then the clothing set and then just like mix match whatever that's like 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
And they also just made obnoxiously good 1/6 scale guns.
Yeah.
To the point where the charging handle works and the stock has like 6 positions.
Yeah.
Dude,
no,
I was
really
looking
good.
I was looking at like some gear, and then like when I was looking at the gear, I like, when you're looking through Google Images, and I'm like, man, that one looks kind of weird. I click on the image and it's just a 1/6 scale of what I was looking for.
Yeah, dude, these things go fucking crazy. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, 1/6 scale like stuff is pretty cool. Like the level of detail they put into it's awesome.
I've seen 1/6 scale GPMVGs with like LEDs inside. So like,
models
so
are getting better. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have like little chem lights that are crackable.
You probably could. I mean, at that point, you should just be able to use those like tiny like tritium vials. At that point, right? So
I think they're still a little bit too big. Maybe.
So. Well,
actually,
I
no.
like
Actually, maybe
it, right?
no. You're right. I think
I've definitely seen little like sticks. That you can. Like,
no, actually, you're right. I think they are actually the right size, or like they're like really close to the right size.
Yeah, that's insane.
Dude, and you have to like weave the Molly pouches on the
Molly. No, you think the Molly is bad, okay? I have an Alice one for Big Boss. That was even worse. I was like, I give up, because I have the model for Big Boss and it comes with the Alice kit, and I'm just like, nah, fuck this. I had to use like these tiny. I had to use like precision like watch set tweezers, like watch repair kit tweezers, to get them like the little hooks in. I'm like, this is insane. This is way too much work.
Wait, so does it actually attach via like tiny Alice clips?
Some of them do, not all of them. But
that's crazy though.
Yeah, I think like the harness definitely had actual harness clips on it. So
So that M67 grenade, it just has like the little Chinese poppers that you like throw in the ground inside of it.
Yeah, the smoke grenade just one single little flare inside.
Yeah, but it's just like a little poof of smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, have you ever tried to like take those, but like you open them up so you pour all the powder into one and then throw it? It's so much fucking fun.
Wait, what?
You need the poppers?
Yeah, you can
just
like
make a big ass popper. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can launch it. You probably could.
Maybe.
Yeah, ATM is into the chat.
Yeah. You put it in a tennis ball and then like launch it out at the can launcher.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just saying, just ideas.
Oh, you have they make a golf ball launcher, right?
Yeah.
The AR. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I guess you could cut a golf ball open. So it's like, it's just easy because like, tennis balls are already hollow.
Yeah.
So apparently LMT makes a golf ball launcher for the 40 mic tubes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can launch golf balls out of it. I've actually been, well, thinking about getting one. I don't know if I would because
But it's on. You're just playing golf. Like
exactly.
Yeah, you're just
But,
playing golf. I mean,
dude, that pirate gun with the cannon on it is so sick looking.
I mean,
What
there's
the fuck?
already a blank adapter for like you can put
the
at the
AR
end of
uppers,
your AR.
right?
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even like it actually goes to the end of your. There we go.
Like that?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, seriously.
Man, this is giving me stress about my Daniel defense that fucking blew up.
Oh, Jesus, that
What
was
did you
bad
do?
luck though.
Yeah, it was a squib.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have your hands. You can't damage those hands. You're an artist. Your hands are your life.
It turned my 30 round OK Industry mag into a mini Surefire D60.
That's funny.
It like ballooned out the bottom of the magazine. It looks pretty sick. I don't know what I thought I kept it, but I couldn't find it anymore.
Only way to just make another one.
No balls.
But yeah, after that I moved to the LWRC, which was a big mistake.
I guess it's one of those things where it's like you got the DI one, which is like okay, but like I feel like it's one of those things where like LWRC isn't the best, but it's also not like the worst. So you could have gotten like something even worse than that. But I think if you're buying the direct impingement ones, it's fine. But like they just have like weird quirks. Like if you get the piston one, and like because the top rail is only attached with 2 tiny screws in the front, then it like doesn't hold 0 if you put like a laser on the top, so it's just like small weird quirks like that, and it's just like I think it's overall it's like okay. I like their lowers because I think you got the full ambi controls, and you have the there's like a little shelf in the back,
beefed up looking lower.
yeah, so it's like if you have their ambi lower, I think it's pretty cool.
The ambi lower is definitely cool, but like it was just because when I got it, I don't know why. Like they made a 16-inch gun that came with like a 12.7-inch rail.
Yeah,
and like it's also proprietary, so you have to like spend another $300 to get like their longer rail.
It's meant for their 14.5s.
Yeah,
which
makes sense.
yeah,
Actually makes a lot of sense.
But they just didn't change the rail length for the 16-inch. So
I believe wasn't the DI based on the gun they submitted for like the U.S. Army.
So I think the original one that they submitted for the IC, basically like the individual carbine, I think that one's a piston one.
Oh really?
Because because the whole point of like the competition is to try to find something that's like basically like it has to beat out the M4 by like a significant amount of like advancements.
It literally like had to be like 100%. Like it had to be like double the accuracy, so it had to be 100% more accurate, and it had to be like way more like reliable too.
So I'm pretty sure the original one was like a piston one because they're like everyone's trying to like fight for like the 416, like
everyone's trying to be 416.
Yeah, exactly.
This was the 2010s, right? When like pistons was hot.
They're doing it all the time. It's the whole SIG thing is just the latest. Like the military wants to, hey, we need a new gun.
Colt had like a piston gun they came out with for the competition, and like
we tried out the SCAR for a while. So,
yeah.
I think everyone just settled on 416s at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, SCAR's always cool though.
Yes, Ellis, the SCAR is very cool. I hope you're listening.
Howard, if the SCAR is so cool, how come I don't see you draw any art of it, huh?
I've been actually sleeping on one for like a year now.
Oh really?
Now that I went back to, I'm like, oh, it's kind of shit. I want to redo it.
Yeah, you should do a SCAR one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is, that's kind of
Oh, so funny. So like the first gun I actually fired, like when I got interested in guns. I mean, I've shot guns sporadically before, but like the first gun I fired after I got into guns was like a SCAR 17. And
Damn.
I was
That's
like,
cool,
straight up
cool
not.
gun.
Well, no, because I was like, oh, it's the gun from fucking Modern Warfare 2 that you just shoot full auto at fucking Russians. So I was like, it can't be that bad. And this was like at an indoor range too. I was like, oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Scar 7, it's at least a Scar 17. It's not the worst one.
Yeah, Scar 17's shoot pretty soft, you know. I don't
like
think
if you're
they're
not
too bad.
obviously if you're not like expecting it or used to it, but like it could have been a lot worse. Howard, you could have started.
Well, I didn't lock my shoulders when I like did that. I was just like, it just fucking kicked my ass the first shot, basically.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
my first real rifle was 5.45 AK. Woo! I was like, damn, are all rifles shooting this soft? Like, damn, what the heck, you know? Like, and then I started shooting other like a bigger caliber. I mean, not bigger, but like basically like anything else. And I was like, oh, rifles are hard to shoot.
The 5.45 AK is literally just like a 9-pound 22.
Yeah. Dude, cranks can just live my head rent free all day.
Oh, dude, you should tell them about the GHK.
Where's the crank card then, huh?
Wait, I'm pretty sure I did one.
Yeah, you probably did. I'm just giving you shit.
Oh
yeah,
no,
actually,
I did not.
if you need a crank without paying crank prices, but you want to have fun, and also if you need a good reference, get the GHK AK-74U. Like, trust me, you will not be disappointed. It's better than a real gun.
Take a look at this.
GHK AK-74U.
AK-74U.
This thing's like just like ching, 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 ching. Like, I mean, this the sound of like
the
bolt slamming. Oh, dude!
Yeah,
like,
it's like actual metal and like heavy metal. Like like not all steel, but most. But it has enough steel parts. Like it feels so good. Like
it's the full experience basically.
It's more fun than the real thing.
And you can shoot your friends.
Auto.
No rules.
Yeah, and it works. Disassembled and works just like the real one. It's really, really impressive. So if you need something for reference or just have fun, you know, we say reference, but that's just your excuse to buy shit.
Yeah, that's the excuse.
Yeah, that's just cool. It's like, I buy stuff because I needed to make videos on it, not because I wanted. Even though we haven't released a video in like a year. It's fine. I understand the artist struggle.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I too am somewhat of an artist myself.
You know that one picture of like, what was it, like the Russian version of their Secret Service? It's like a bunch of dudes in suits standing by a window with like cranks.
FSB?
And like, yeah, I guess so. And that one guy with like a fucking like absolute specimen of a handlebar mustache with like just gripping the radio.
I have not seen this picture.
Wait, let me take a look. Maybe we're gonna find it.
Are they using what's the 9mm AK?
The Vidyaz?
Yeah, Vidyaz.
Where's it's fuck, I can't find it for now, but it was like in the 90s.
It's because Google is censoring Russians.
Yeah.
Well, to cage a backup in it. So, I mean, we talked about like, you know, the inspirations for your anime from the anime and manga. What are your like favorites? Do you have a favorite, or what are your like, you know, notable anime and manga?
I already know what he's gonna say.
Can I introduce you to my religion of cat labor too?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah. Just two though.
just the second one. You don't even have to watch the first one of the show. Just watch that.
Just watch the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, just watch the movie.
Yeah, that is. No, you know what? No, that is very apt.
Yeah,
that's that old school. We have too much money that we can throw at the artist, so we're gonna draw every single detail.
Yeah. And we won't have to pay them as much.
Yeah. You should draw a mech.
Yeah. You know, that show had some pretty cool guns too. Like when what was her name? Nagumo just had the just pulls out the SIG P210.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
yes, the SIG P210.
Yep.
It's just just the layman's choice of service
Yeah.
firearms.
Yeah. Just your average beat cop.
Yeah, this is
So
average
fucking-
V cop. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
when you need to shoot the cigarette pack out of the out of the suspect's hands.
oh man, that's like
Yeah.
I cried so hard when the P210s got chopped in half in Gunsmith Cats.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You can't chop through Superior. Swiss
There-
steel.
there-
Come on, you know that.
Yeah, it's fake news.
I love plat labor. I thought it was so cool that like the mechs, like instead of like, hey, we're gonna make it like, like the mechs be more up armored, the mechs just wear like, Kevlar vests.
Yeah.
they wear like Vietnam flak vests. Like, oh, it's so funny. I love it. And all the guns they use are just scaled up versions of real guns.
Yeah, the revolver was like the Colt Python, right?
Yeah, and then they had the
Yeah.
Ithaca for their shotgun.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it was. It's really fucking cool.
I like how they got out of the mech and had to like physically load
Oh
each
yeah,
shot with the
load it.
revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely a cool series.
That tunnel scene was cool in the end.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
just go on YouTube and just watch Pad Labor 2 themes. You don't have to watch the whole movie. It's kind of like Jinro. Like if you've never seen Jinro, you've seen it. You can just watch like 5 clips and be like, all right, I've seen the whole movie.
Yeah, basically.
So when are you gonna pick up your pump shotgun?
I'm gonna have to save. I'm gonna have to save until I can secure the 9mm funds real quick. I'm trying to get a pallet of ammo right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna once I get that, I'm just gonna go out to the range and practice my center axis relock. You feel me?
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna do. Just
Yes.
1,000 rounds.
Yep.
Yep. And then I'll make a YouTube video about it.
You're gonna get your Sam Fisher and John Wick in.
Right. First 1,000 rounds with the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. That's
No. You got to do it with a 5.7 pistol, obviously. Imagine spending 1,000 rounds of 5.7 shooting.
Actually,
Center-axis
no. It's perfect. Since Howard doesn't have a lot of experience, like shooting pistols, right? So it's what if he actually went through with this with 1,000? Like, it's like. Because like you try to shoot, like unless you're really disciplined or you got a good mentorship, like you usually start like shooting really shittily. So you build bad habits, you learn bad things, like build bad muscle memory. So what if like, and then, even sight alignment and all that, right? Because that's hard to teach, right? Like that, like, hey, only focus on the front side, like, because it's not, a lot of it's unnatural, right? Like you have to like teach yourself or get taught and practice out of it. So what if he just learns shooting, like point shooting or center axis relock, and he gets incredibly good at it? Like it's like
actually though,
dude,
that would actually be
because
like
he has no
so
bad
cool.
habits, right? He can't build bad habits like on sight picture alignment and all that because he doesn't have shoot the experience yet.
Look, all you got to do is just go to dwai.video's YouTube channel and watch the John Wick shooting video. That's all you need to know for center axis relock, and then just practice that at the range all the time.
No.
Dude, we're going for a USPSA Grandmaster with that shit.
Oh
No,
man!
no.
Imagine if someone like wins like some shooting competition, shooting center axis relock.
Yeah, he's just like instead of stopping, he's just running through the course shooting on the move.
Yeah.
Like just
Shooting John Wick style, like, oh my god, dude. Actually though, but if somebody was really good to the point where they were shooting better than like, or not
good
even
enough.
better, but like good enough to where they're like in the top rankings, then like, dude, that would just like change, like people's minds would just be like melted, like they couldn't handle that.
Yeah,
like,
it would be like all the people that memed on it. It's like how many? It's like. Yeah, all the people that meme on it, it's gonna become a real thing. It's kind of like a C-clamping. It's like when it first came out, it's like, oh, it's a meme, and now it's like, oh, now it's just normal now.
Yeah.
Oh, you should do it, Howard. You should definitely become the center axis relock master. Just learn only shoot with it.
You become the combat master.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Only if you get a Detonics. God. Now I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to just like dump a lot of money.
Practice hell, yeah. Like,
into
I mean,
Relock.
even if you just shot, like, if you actually were disciplined enough to shoot 1,000 rounds, like, let's say you go hard and shoot like 2 range sessions of like dedicated time, 500 rounds each of just practicing like center axis. I bet you could actually be like pretty
really
fucking good.
Yeah, like maybe not like A zone good, but like if you can get, I feel like if you can get C zone like all the time, like that's impressive already.
Like without looking down the sides, point shooting, and like just fucking man.
Now what you need to do? Have you seen those finger lights? Right, the ones you like wrap on your finger.
Yeah.
So instead of getting finger lights, you just get finger lasers, and then that's how you practice.
Oh jeez.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you just tape laser pointers to your finger, and then you just point. So that's how you practice interaction with Relock.
You gotta make it worse. Get like the what's it called, like the 6-second mount on the flick lock.
Oh yeah.
Just mount a laser on top of it.
Eric's crying in the club right now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe a double, right? So you get really good at center axis relock, and then if you get a laser, that's just like double good, right?
Yeah.
Like
double good.
I mean, that's a force multiplier, right? It's like
no.
It's like in a new Call of Duty when you have canted sights, but right, it's like you're just aiming, but because the problem using laser to aim is that it still like takes a little bit, like you have to find the laser. You don't just like magically like, because you don't know where it's at. Right, but if you have center axis relock and you can get it close enough, the laser will just help you hone it in.
Hey, look, this article from ammoman.com says that basically it's created with center axis relock is created with the assistance of some of today's highest level competitive shooters.
Whoa.
Dude. Remember when we first looked into this like a long ass time ago, and like there's like videos and shit of people like doing that stuff on YouTube? There was like so much controversy about it. And then the guy who created it was like, I will never teach civilians this because it's too lethal.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Oh god.
But then he passed away, so then it was like, whatever.
It's
and then
maybe super lethal, like, but like it's lost of him. It's like kung fu. It's like some secret art that he's not teaching people.
Dude, and this guy, like, I mean, his name is Paul Castle. Like, how Chad is that name?
Bad name.
Dude, saber tactical.
But like, I remember like looking up some shit where they show you how to use center axis relock with like other guns too, and you're just like, what? This is amazing.
This picture, guys. This picture shows center axis relock. This is the peak center axis relock. This is peak performance.
All right, let's see here. Oh yeah. Actually, the pictures with the ammoman.com guy. Oh, dude.
All the people in center axis relock. Dude, that's peak,
don't forget.
Right there.
Don't forget. You have to use your non-dominant eye to the dominant hand that's shooting.
No, this guy gets it. Look at that. You got. The more you cover, the better it is.
Yeah.
See, if you cover your target, that means he's in your kill zone.
Jeez.
Is that a Titanfall guy?
Yes.
That's a Titanfall. Yeah, that's the smart pistol, I think. What a cool game, cool concept.
Yeah, rest in peace, they canceled that new
game.
Do some
sci-fi. It's okay. That's why you have to generate a hype. You have to draw Titanfall, and then people want it bad.
Oh, there it is.
I'm actually really tempted to. What I've been doing is I've been trying to get our models at WoW After Dark to shoot, like, or not shoot, but like pose center axis relock style.
It's just corporate. It's just a psyop at this point.
But it's like, I mean, like, okay, think about this though. Like John Wick, which is like one of the most popular action films of today's date, uses center axis relock. So basically, it's like, I mean, it's beyond the looking cool, right? It's
right,
like
but it's not like it doesn't have a place. It's just like it's just not a be-all end-all shooting stance is the problem. Like you can't use it for.
See, your problem is that you don't think it's the be-all end-all of shooting stances. Okay,
just fuck it. I'm gonna take my sights off my pistol at this point. Okay.
Well, but look, I mean, that picture, he's clearly aiming down the sights.
No, I get that. To be fair, though, I am left-eye dominant, right-handed, so it actually could help.
Whoa.
Dude, the first time I shot like that with Eric at the range, he was like, well, I was joking about it at first before we were shooting, and then like he was like, oh, that's such bullshit, and then like I was like shooting the target like pretty good, to the point where he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're close enough, right? It's like I'm saying like, hey, be safe, and gun rules and all that. But like, if you're close enough, like, and you're a decent shooter, you could just shoot. And point. Like, there's no reason to aim down sight.
People can just shoot.
Yeah,
no, but they're aiming. But they're aiming. Dude, did it right in the middle. Dan Burrow, right there. Shit, what's her? I forgot what the name. What's her name again?
Oh, the licorice recoil.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Woo, look at that.
Licorice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Licorice recoils.
Great show, by the way. Go watch it.
Yeah.
If you're.
I need a backpack that lets me reload from it.
Yeah.
And armor and bulletproof. Don't forget.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bulletproof backpack.
You've seen those magazine dispensers, right? For like ARs.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah.
They just carry like a backpack. Like it's basically like the backpack, except you mount to like your plate carrier.
Yeah. It basically it's like an upside down Pez dispenser for AR bags.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. I don't know, man. It's one of those things. It's just like, you know what? We can't popularize it too much because then people will find out the secret.
The secret. Yeah. I kind of want to get a cert or like one of the laser like training
the
tools.
SIRT pistols are pretty cool.
So I think that's the perfect thing to like practice center axis relock though.
Yeah,
It's literally like it's like, oh, is my laser on target? Because you're not looking down the sight, so that's the only like reaction or like positive like confirmation you have.
Howard, you know what to do.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but you know what though? There's a product. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a dry fire product where it's pretty expensive because it actually is like it's a replacement barrel for your handgun, and then you like screw on this thing on the end of it, and basically it's like got a gas reservoir, so it makes your slide blow back on the gun. Really? So it gives you simulated recoil, and depending on which one you get, it actually has the laser pointer thing that shows you where the point of impact is. So for dry fire purposes, you actually get the recoil and you get shown like where the barrel's being pointed. So like that's actually pretty cool. And so like if you were if you were to practice center axis relock, you know.
I feel like at that point I would just get an airsoft gun.
It's cool fire. It's cool fire.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like at that point I would just get an airsoft gun too.
No, but this one there's no projectile though.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. I just feel like if I'm just memeing around practicing, like I would just and then shoot at like.
Plus, you can go test it out at the airsoft field to see if your shit works.
Bring a
some guys
gun.
running around. No. Some guys running around, but shooting at an airsoft game with center axis relock.
No. Even better, you take it to a laser tag.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that would actually be. Man. Wait, isn't there like some like Las Vegas entertainment place? Well,
sure
it's like basically where there's like hand-to-hand combat too, which I think is like hilarious. But then like they basically use like stuff like this or something.
And you know what? That's actually kind of cool. Like, I mean, because it's like laser. So like, I bet you could do a laser tag with like these tools and like real guns or close to it. But again, like I guess the legal ramification, it's like why not just get airsoft then at that point? So it's like or actual laser tag guns that have.
Well, because people have to keep coming up with like basically intricate systems like this because people refuse to use airsoft guns as a training tool. Yeah. So they're like, oh, well, I can justify this because I'm using my real gun instead of like basically an airsoft gun that's almost identical to your real gun.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So then I think it's one of those things where it's like the stigma behind who is using airsoft and for what they're using it for is always going to kind of keep people who are like, I'm serious about my training away from, using airsoft guns, unfortunately. So that's why this stuff exists, right? Like if people just use airsoft guns, and like this stuff wouldn't even exist, essentially.
Honestly, though, airsoft gas blowback pistols are legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Get the GHK AK-74U. Trust me, bro. It is legit the closest thing you could get.
You have to shoot that 74U center axis relock style.
With the stock folded, you gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot it like GoldenEye.
Thing where you just push it out.
Yeah.
GoldenEye AK-74U. Oh, so cool. Look at that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Oh yeah.
So good.
All right.
Going back to anime. Your gun. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's the best until the last episode. Yeah. If you don't watch the last episode, then you're golden.
Yeah. The last arc-ish, but yeah, definitely the last episode. Like, if you just watched the first season and left it there, you would have been like, man, I wish I had more, but you would be a lot happier.
See, basically how it should have ended is Yona goes and works for Casper. The end.
The end. Yeah. Nothing else changes.
Nothing else happens, and then basically it's like they just start like Yormagon, like season 3 is just him working for Casper.
Yeah, just skip forward like 10 years, so now he's older.
Yeah. Coco's like not even in the picture anymore. Like she's like gone somewhere.
Yeah. I guess. Yormagon. I like Yormagon a lot. I like the manga too. Like,
I'm still trying to find a Gen 2 silver CRV.
You're never gonna find one. All the Yormagon fans are buying it from under you.
Yeah, seriously. They just hold their value too much. But you know what? Chiquita will always be my number one waifu.
Why the question, Howard? You got a spicy take on Yormagon?
I mean, possibly, but that wasn't the main motivation.
Okay. What's the spicy take? Come on.
Well, I mean, my gripe is just the art wasn't too good.
It's
especially the manga one.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that show made the LBT 1964s cool for me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
because it's very stylized. It's like a distinct style, right? It's definitely. It's not like Aijin or like Gate, where it's like it can be very like it's more grounded or it's more realistic. This is definitely more like anime and manga-ish. But at least the gear and the guns and the gear and like are all well represented and depicted. So you get a pass.
Yeah, you get the LBT chest rig with the Magpul Masadas, the ACRs.
That
combo right there.
God, it's
Magpul Masadas.
Yeah. I guess Black Lagoon's also similar. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Why couldn't Bushmaster have just kept the name? Could have been Bushmaster Masadas.
Bushmaster Masadas. Black Lagoon.
Black Lagoon is.
Yeah,
it's a classic. I mean, like it's like. I wish there were more. Like
dual long slide custom cutlasses.
Yep, dude, and the Glock 17Ls.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was.
I love how like everyone's like, oh, we need long guns. Actually, I think my favorite thing about Black Lagoon is wannabe fucking John shoot, what's the
Mr. Chain. Yeah.
Mr. Chain.
Yeah. Everybody's rocking these ridiculous guns. He carries dual 22s, like dual Beretta 22s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole manga is based off like Hollywood and like action film stereotypes. So that's why it's like super. It's fun, but
it's in the 90s, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think it's been a while since I read it or watched it, but I'm pretty sure it's set like much earlier.
Okay, that makes more sense then. Because I remember all the when they showed all the CIA spooks, they were rocking like the old school tactical tailor like corsets, basically. I mean, that's what they look like to me, but like those like old school vests.
Yeah. Man, the art has changed a lot.
That brings me back because like this is like one of the first anime I ever watched.
Yeah,
man, I really miss old anime and manga. Or like, I mean, it was ridiculous, but at least characters are like of age.
Yeah.
Like not like I like Liquor Brief, but like it's like we have characters that are like at least adult, like doing like more adult things, like killing people.
No, we need oh shoot, what is it called again?
Like I just don't want high schoolers anymore. Not shitting on your, school outfit characters, but like holy shit, like
those aren't supposed to be like high school girls.
I'm so over like high school characters.
Wait, no, those are fully aged women's, right?
Fully aged women wearing sailor uniforms.
Yeah.
Well, no, the other thing was, the Navy uniforms also like sailor.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, but it's like it's the archetype and like the presentation of it. I'm just so over it, basically.
Oh, I guess another good one's. Are you familiar with Desert Punk?
Yeah, Desert Punk's good.
Yeah.
Battle Secretary's comment: why is she in the woods?
Wait, and I replied because it's a Waffle House in North Carolina.
No.
Bro, you are just gonna dox yourself so hard.
It's fine. North Carolina's big. How are they gonna find him?
Okay. Yeah.
There's trees everywhere.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh wait, I recognize that patch of grass." You better be careful where you get your background reference pictures now.
Look, this kind of grass only grows in this part of North Carolina.
That's funny. Yeah. We've been going on for a while. Any closing remarks, comments? What do you want to shill? What do you want to, plug?
So, anything? Do you have like a Patreon or something, or that we can like support you at? Basically, where's?
Do you have any words of encouragement for would-be artists?
So many would-be artists watch us.
It takes way longer to get good than you think it does.
Are you saying it takes practice to be good at art?
Ooh,
yes.
Wow.
Damn. I thought I would just be able to like naturally pick this up and like not have to practice at all.
No, that's what AI generative art is. Okay,
just
waifu
so
with guns. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just be so good at prompt engineering. That's my word of advice for artists.
Yeah.
No, you just need to be good at. Need to be good at. That's what I'm saying. You just need to be good at prompt engineering and Photoshop, because as long as you have 80% of it, it's like, and you can just Photoshop and fix the rest, like you'd be good, bro.
No,
easy.
Right now as a stopgap, all you need to do is learn how to draw hands and feet.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true. Hands and feet,
Yeah.
That's why if the meme can't draw hands, hide hands.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and then and then right now guns are, they still kind of can't really make guns, right?
They're getting closer, but you
can replace it with 3D model. Honestly,
that's what I'm saying though. It's like hands, even hands and feet. It's like if you're decent at 3D modeling, you could just take screenshots and then just posterize them
a lot of the manga artists actually just draw over 3D model of posed characters now.
Yeah, interesting.
Is that what you do? Is that some industry secret?
You just put the translucent sheet over like someone else's stuff.
Tracing or reference, it's like that's an age-old thing, right? It's not like it's a huge secret that people do that. Like people do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, like tracing, if it's like something that's gonna save you time and you know you perfectly well, you can like draw it repeatedly. It's just, I mean, that's like fine, honestly, in my opinion. Because like if you're like working on like a project and you're just trying to save time because you don't want to like draw like a quad rail a million times. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, and I totally didn't just trace a fuck ton of quad rails for the Ratchet City Blues comic. I did not do that at all.
Not at all. It's all 100% done by hand.
100% hand drawn. Yes, by hand, by myself.
Yeah,
man.
While dying in the clubs.
A real hero right here. But
all right, so Howard, where can we go support you? What's your
So I mean, I'm on Patreon / what is it? It's Migranzxxl, basically the same thing. It's also in my link tree, and I mean,
Migranzxxl.
Yes, XXL. That's my rapper debut name right there.
Yeah. Migranzxxl. Okay. So go support him. So you're on Twitter, you're on Patreon, you're on Instagram.
Yeah,
oh my God, the membership levels.
I just noticed.
I'm not changing that.
I also love that it's XL and then XXL for like the different levels.
Oh my God! Because I get it. I finally get it because it's like large migraine. Holy shit! It just hit me. I was like, what's the XXL? It's like, you know, like. Oh God!
Yeah. Are you supporting the weed number or the sex number?
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you get? What do you get if you sign up for like each of the tiers?
You just get like my sketches and practices I do, and also just like, I mean, I post essentially like 20% of like my work on Instagram, just because I get like really, I get really anal about, I guess, like finished pieces in terms of how to define them. So, and you get quote unquote anatomy practices.
Anatomy practices.
Yeah, and they're more swayed to the female side. It's a little bit disproportionate, in terms of numbers, but yeah, you get a lot of tasteful anatomy.
References.
Yeah,
tasteful. Yes,
extremely tasteful.
Yeah, reference and practice. Yes, of course.
Yeah. It's art. It's art.
It's art, guys.
Yeah,
it's art. I also need a hands-on learning experience.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm seriously referring to Firearms in that case.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. What were you thinking?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Hot Raifus.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice Mark 18, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's Migranzxxl, and thanks for coming on the podcast. Maybe hopefully this wasn't such a terrible experience, that you'll come back again. But yeah, go check out his work. Go support him, So you guys clearly don't support us. At least go support somebody that's actually doing work.
Yeah. His most popular, $6.90.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thanks again, Howard. Really appreciate you coming on the show and talking to us. Really appreciate it. And stay tuned. Maybe we'll try to get on some more guests in the near future if they're so willing to oblige.
Thanks for having me on. It's my first podcast, actually.
Yeah, we're the first.
I'm honestly surprised that more people aren't trying to get you on, but
I'm just not good at talking, in my opinion. So.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever medium you consume. Bye.